All right, Kenman here, and today we have another box in the All in a Day series. How is that? What is that? What are we talking about? All in a day. I did not know I was going to buy a knife. I went online. I found one. I paid for it. It has shipped, delivered. I am unboxing it all in one day. Holy cow. Your results may vary depending on where you live, but if you're interested, you could try it out. I got this one off of Amazon, paid full price for it. I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. Whoops. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment down below. All in a day, all the research, all has been done today. Had no idea I was getting this until then. There's a couple things in this box. We got a Tack Force, that's the knife, and boom, box on the floor. We've got some delicious whole bean Intelligentsia Black Cat Espresso, not sponsored or anything. This is just another one of those things that if you make certain purchases or you spend at least $25, then the shipping is free. I added that on there. It's some good coffee. I enjoy it. If you ever want to talk coffee, comment below. All right. So, the all-in-a-day knife today is the Tack Force Tactical Rescue Outdoor. For those of you with your hand on the pulse, you know that we are looking at some major stuff today. I like to look at all of them. Good, bad, ugly. Here we are. This one, like I said, I've been doing the all-in-a-day kind of videos, and so this happened to fall in that. It also kind of, I was searching for stuff after watching one of the MC videos where he had some silly kind of knives and stuff like that, but that's where there it is. Oh god, oh, this is great. Here it is, mini bag on the floor. Wow. Today we're looking at the Tack Force Spring Assisted Folding Pocket Knife. The bomb version. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, so it has a spring assist. You can see it's kind of pushing against my thumb there. Boom. All right. The pocket clip cannot be swapped to the other side. There is a lanyard hole that they have designed into that bomb shape. Flipper tab only. Wow. Flips out. It's interesting. It's got that little fuller groove look to it. But when it's closed, you don't really have any access. Actually, you do on that side. Huh. I wonder if I can... Not quite enough access to get in there. It's a strong detent on that spring assist. You can see that spring. You got to push it pretty hard. You get it to about there, and that's when it'll click in that way. But other than that, it's going to want to just pop back out. Boom. There it is. Ooh. Tip down, carry. I might just have to take that clip off completely. I think this might look better without that clip. Comment below, what do we think? Can you improve on the Tack Force U.S. Arsenal shipping ticket number? Boom. With that assist, it fires out pretty fast. Got some authority. It's got a little bit of play. I can feel a little bit to the left or right there. This is pretty much a flat piece of steel in there for these liners. It's not, doesn't seem like it has any shape to it. Just kind of like they stuck it in there. It's, I tell ya. Felt like it spun for a second there. I'm just losing my mind. What do we think about these silly unboxings? You enjoy this? Hit the like button. subscribe if you would like to see more. So you can do a one-hander, just get around there and just use your finger to break that spring tension. It actually, funny enough, because your finger locks up into there, and the way this kind of grooves down and back out, my ring finger kind of sits in there comfortably. Amazingly enough, that is comfortable. It feels good in the hand. For this shape, that's ridiculous how actually comfortable it does feel ergonomically. It does have some contour, but this big tail on the back, you think that might be weird, but it actually, I don't mind that. Maybe a little hot spot right there, but it's not huge, so it actually feels... Oh, this is silly. Tack Force on the blade. That blade right there is a 3CR13. Oh, yeah, you know the quality is there. We might be able to get it sharp, but how long will it stay sharp? You could probably measure it in seconds. That blade feels weird. Just like you can almost just tell, like, you know, this is a cheap knife. This is a cheap knife. But you can just tell the extra quality that doesn't get put into a cheap knife. Like this, the hole that's cut right there. And the edge on the top. It's just kind of like it was cut and barely polished or kind of rounded. It's just fairly sharp. If we look right next to it, this on the pyrite, I mean, yeah, when you're spending the more money, but they've gone in and I can feel it's rounded and smoothed out in there, and it has a nice, pleasing, gentle feel to it. And the top has got the jimps, but it has a nice curve and feel. This kind of has a sharper kind of an edge. It kind of feels like I need to knock that down, polish these up a little bit. But that's what you get for the price that you pay. It's amazing what $14 or whatever this was, how they can actually get this printed, the color on there, the graphics, get it put together and be as solid as it is, and actually as good as it is for next to nothing. You can see that blade is pushed all the way over there, but whenever you have a spring assist, the spring always seems to get in there and start pushing the blade over that way. Those more budget, I mean, I remember everyone maybe 20 years ago, or I don't even know, maybe 15, spring assist seemed to be like a cool thing. But yeah, it usually kind of, these cheaper ones, it definitely prevents that blade centering from working very well. I don't know. No jumps on there. Blade is solid this way. Like I said, it feels like it rocks back and forth that way a little bit, but really not that bad. Flipper tab is going to be your only method of opening. All the edges could be knocked down a little bit, smoothed out, would feel a lot better. The spring is got enough power where, you know, you get in there once, it's not real hard to do, but once you get a little behind it, boom, it fires all the way out, locks out completely. That lock bar gets all the way on there. It's not like sometimes you get some that just barely are on there at all. This one here, I'll fire it out, you can see it gets quite a bit, like that whole lock bar is past that edge. So the whole lock bar has engaged itself, which is, you know, the more of it on there, the better, the more solid it's going to be of a lockup, less chances it's going to fail. This is a novelty knife. If you're getting this knife to be using and worrying about it failing and stuff, you're kind of looking in the wrong place, in my personal opinion. I do enjoy the green shade of this and the feel. It's surprising what actually feels comfortable in the hand. All right. 6 and maybe 3/8 end to end, 2 1/4 on the blade. You could say it's 2 1/2 if you went up to the top corners. Cutting surface is 2 3/8 with a little curve on the belly. And the bomb handle is 4 inches. Right on the money. Who's got one of these? Comment. Let me know. You got one that looks cooler than this? I doubt it. Although my Zelda knife, my turd, I'm starting a collection of these ugly things. 10. The 10 carries out to there. Pretty decent size for this little shorter blade. Handle, 0.6. You're looking at 0.74 with that clip. And my battery is dying. 1.01 on the width that way. Who thinks I should remove that clip completely? It's tipped down. You know, clip should be tip up. Or at least have an option. There is no options. This is tip down only right there. When I squeeze like this as a lefty, it's kind of over there so it doesn't really get in the way. As a righty, it kind of feels like a hot spot in that area. Plus just the way that this knife is, I am not carrying this around much or whatever, so removing that clip might be the way to go. Oh, it says TR1039 stainless, US design, China. Ugh, so deceiving. Then there's a bomb on the clip. I tell you. So get that CJRB Pyrite out real nice. EDC daily carrying button lock. Great user. Check one out. The handle is just a little bit longer. Blade is probably a good inch longer. Cutting surface about a 1/2 inch with that choil on there, which is really nice because you can choke up into that and do some work. Really solid blade. 45 bucks if you're looking for a user and a good quality, something you can feel comfortable using. Maybe check out Pyrite. I don't even know what to compare this to. It's just a silly thing. But what do we think? Should I keep going? Maybe finding some more of these. I mean, I do like doing the all in the day. It's kind of a fun little gimmick or whatever. Just some things that it's like, oh, you need a knife? You need it now? You can't leave the house, but you have some money and you can go on Amazon or something and maybe get something delivered that day. This is one of those things. Plus, I got myself a little Black Cat coffee. Very nice. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.